What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. It is the 31st day of July, and here we are at about $63.8 thousand. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it, okay? Bitcoin moving down as expected. I wasn't excited about the pump. I told you guys yesterday I wasn't impressed. I told you I wouldn't be impressed until we got above basically 66K. I think it was like 65.8K, isn't it? Let's see. 65.7.8, whatever. Closing above this daily price or just getting above that wick. That is what it would take to make me think that we'd move higher. And I did say confidently at these highs that I assumed we'd move down. Well, here we are moving down. We're likely in this kind of range. We're just being volatile. We've been volatile this whole damn month. We're just being more volatile on the way down. We were volatile on the way up. Now we're volatile on the way down. We're likely going to continue to move down. I suspect that not only will we move down to these lows and probably find some support momentarily, but we will also move down to these lows, find some support, and continue to move down lower, likely entering our bear market finale phase in August and finding either the bottom in September or August itself. And I mean, it really could be September, it could be August, it can happen at any moment. I mean, from here, 1 week from now, guys, we could be below 57K. Absolutely, we could. Be aware. Just be aware. When you're aware of these dynamics at play, it really helps avoid emotional mayhem. You don't want to have emotional mayhem come your way. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I think being in cash is probably the best thing right now for most crypto investors. Cash or community coins. Community coins, whenever Bitcoin drops, I've noticed throughout this bull market, or sorry, this bear market, with this drop here, with this drop here. There's various meme coins that have built solid communities that, while these drops were happening, they did not drop. So if it weren't for cash, I would also say maybe a meme coin. Like if I had to be involved in any crypto, I'm just going to hold steadfast my TBB, even if Bitcoin is dropping lower. Because again, Bitcoin dropping typically is bad news for the rest of crypto, because crypto is kind of all tied into Bitcoin. There's all these pairs that are paired with Bitcoin. Meme coins, they're detached. They're detached from this. Yes, meme coins are built on Solana or on Robinhood chain, Ethereum, whatever. But if that underlying asset goes down, the meme coins themselves don't necessarily go down, because that price is dictated by buying and selling of the holders. Whenever Bitcoin's dropping, people are clinging to their community-driven projects. They're not looking to panic sell them, right? Whereas whenever Bitcoin's dropping here, that's tethered into Ethereum, Zcash, Onyx Coin, Dash, whatever. They all drop. They all drop in sequence together most of the time, if not always. Anyways, 63.5K right now. I'm expecting that we go lower. I really am expecting a move much like this, much like this, much like this. Something of the sort within the next 30 days. I think August will be the end of the bear market. If not August, August will at least provide some carnage, and September may be the end of the bear market, whatever the case may be. I expect this to be a unique bottom. If you're looking back at prior bear markets and thinking, oh, it'll bottom just like this, you're probably not off to the right idea. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. So, there might be aspects that are similar, but I expect this will be a unique bottom. This is the 5th bear market we've had. We haven't had that many bear markets, so it can absolutely be unique. It doesn't need to be the exact same as anything else. We're dropping. We're dropping lower, guys. We absolutely are. Daily time frame, the RSI is rejecting where we typically do reject in the bear market. Stochastics are coming down, a little bit bearish there. MACD, you crossed above the zero, you flipped green, you were green for so long. What did you do? You didn't do anything, man. It's just this is when the bulls take over. This is what you do. This is pathetic. It's not good. Lower, you're probably going to go lower. And if we take this low to this high, the primary fib target would be 1272.1618. That's 55 to 52.7K. 55 to 52.7K. The secondary zone is 50,000 to 45.5 thousand, and the money zone is right there at 43.8 to 42.3. These are all of the target areas, and I would think of them each as respected zones. There are little areas in between, like right here and right here. I wouldn't consider. I would say statistically speaking, we're likely not going to find support in those areas. You could wick a little bit below the golden ratio, I guess. That does happen sometimes with Bitcoin. But I would more focus on those areas we gave. I'm thinking specifically this 47 to, what was it? Was it 47 to 50,000? What was it? 50, 52? No. It was 49 to $44,000 area. That's what I'm thinking personally. Yeah, somewhere probably just below 50K is where I think we're gonna go. We take this low to high here, 54.9K, 49.1K, same kind of idea. And again, you could go lower. We're looking at this on the weekly time frame. RSI looks bearish here, rejecting the 40 area, not a good sign. Bearish overall. You've got the lower lows, you've got the lower highs. The bright side is this trends like this in the RSI, they typically end in the oversold zone. Just like the uptrend here ended in the overbought zone. We've already gotten oversold. If we do have this lower low trend, you can't really see a lower low from here. I mean, you could, but that would be the lowest weekly low in Bitcoin's RSI history. It could happen, but you can't go to zero. All I'm trying to say here is that this trend has to end at some point. And typically, these downtrends do end once you've interacted with the oversold zone at least once. So we're getting near to the end of the bear market. We're very, very near there now. Once this breaks, once we break out of this trend, guys, we're not going to be full-blown bullish yet. Just like here, whenever you broke out of this trend here, we weren't full-blown bullish yet. You can see, right? Right there, we weren't full-blown bullish yet, but we were very near the end of the bear market. And then even on this next one where we actually got overbought, we didn't. We still were stagnant for months, but we were in the midst of the bull market. People doubted it. People thought we were going to go lower. I thought we were going to go lower for a second there. But we were bullish for most of it all the way through. The real key here is looking for macro indicators like a higher high, not lower highs anymore, but taking out a prior macro high. So what we're looking for here would be any price, I think, above this high. It doesn't seem like it now. It seems like this is the high to focus on, but after we see this drop here, I think this will be the high to focus on. It's that kind of hidden high where once we move up from there, we get that higher high right here, but we're still at a lower high from here. It gives people enough reason to believe that we could go lower because we didn't get above this high, but it'll be enough conviction for the smart money, the strategic money to understand that, yes, things are changing, the dynamic is shifting, and we are probably going to see a bull run kick off here. The way I have that drawn, maybe by the end of the year we have a rally, maybe going into early 2027 we have a rally, something like that. But I do expect that we're probably going to be in this area for a while. I mean, it really could be July next year, and we're not even above 80K. We're in that finale phase now. It's happening. It's slowly unwinding. And whether we do this for the entirety of August, and then September comes along and then we drop, or tomorrow, today, we just start to drop, and then we consolidate and we drop a little bit more, however it works, we're there. We're very much there. I would say, if I had to guess, if I had to bet money, I wouldn't want to bet money on this, but if I had to bet money, I would say pretty confidently that we are less than 60 days out from the bear market bottom. And if we're not, I mean, maybe it is going to bottom in October. Maybe everybody on the face of the planet is right. Or maybe we're actually going to see a longer bear market than expected. That's the other thing I've been flirting with lately. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this. And that's the only thing that really gives me pause, that makes me consider this. What if this bear market lasts longer than expected? If it lasts longer, I don't think it's going to be like this, right? I don't think we're doing this. That's not what I mean by lasting longer. I just mean, like, what if it's 2027 and that's whenever, like, it's next year, 2027, that's when we see the end of the bear market. And it's not much further away from this low price-wise, but just time-wise, what if it's a more prolonged process? That could happen. Or we get some type of fake out low that makes people think the bear market's still going, but really we're just in a crab market overall. Just because we find a low soon doesn't necessarily mean the bear market's over. We know it's over once we get above this high. Definitely once we get above this high, but that's going to take some time. Anyways, I've talked enough. I think I've shared all my thoughts. We're going down, okay? We're going lower. That's what's going to happen. brace for impact or whatever, because it's happening, guys. It really is happening. The 4-hour time frame is shifting negative. The MACD looks bad. The stochastics look bad. The RSI looks sad. You've taken every good opportunity you've had. You just tarnished it. You haven't done anything with it. So I suspect we're going to move down. I got nothing else. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.